Hi, Jay.
Hello, is your Slack working?
Let me see. I had it off. Oh, yeah, OPA is not working. Other ones are working though.
Okay.
No, Kubernetes is also not working.
Yeah, mine is also down.
Yeah, some of the CNCF is working. Yeah, Kubernetes and OPA seems to be down. I guess it can be like that. Interesting. Yeah, I think they have an outage maybe. Let's see. Yeah, there is an outage. Looks like yeah. I don't know if Rita is joining this call. Let me see. There's an AKS meeting. Yeah, she can join. Yeah, that's good. Let's see.
Okay.
Do we have anything on the agenda? Let me see.
Yeah, I had one item after like our discussion last week. I'm actually measured the performance impact on webhook as well as on audit for writing to disk at scale, and added like how would their reporting work and other stuff that we discussed.
Uh-huh.
So in terms of the performance impact, uh, like I the difference was not that much for audit, at least. Like the normal audit for 400K violations ran for 9 minutes uh, over the multiple audit runs that I tested, and for writing to disk it was roughly around like 9.2, 9.3 seconds.
I see.
And for webhook,
There is a performance difference, but it's just not much, you're saying?
yeah, let me share my screen actually. Do you see my
Yeah, I
screen?
can see it now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so for audit run, like it was just 3 second difference
Mhm.
during like multiple audit runs on an average. And for webhook violations, I actually tested for 1,000 requests at a time, and it was also like 3 second difference.
Hmm.
So the performance impact is not much while we wait on writing to disk. And this, of course, changes if there is an error or something. because of the retries and other stuff that we will be implementing at the driver level, but these are the numbers without any errors.
And then looks like you said 185 megabyte for one audit run.
Yeah, yeah. So the file at the end of one audit run was like 185 megabytes. So depending on like
And the
number of,
multiple constraints too, right? 400K violations, multiple constraints, or one
yeah,
constraint.
so it was like 40 constraint, one template,
Mm-hmm.
and I had like 10,000 namespaces on the cluster that were in violation.
Got it. Okay.
And the interesting part is this was like the most basic cluster I could find. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not the most basic cluster, but not the buffed up one at that as well. It
Yeah,
was
okay. I
just
mean,
you know,
32 gigabyte is not that bad. Not bad.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely less than I thought it would be. That's pretty good. 185 megabyte.
yeah. So yeah, this is what I was wanting to talk. And then for error reporting part, like I looked at the driver, and it seems that none of the like there is no unique error. There is no scenario where we would face a unique error message for the one uh, mm, uh, unique error message specific to the message that we are passing, unless it's like only two instances. One is like at the start of the audit where we are like generating files and handling other stuff, and at the end of the audit where we are removing old audit files, renaming the file, and closing the current file as well. But in that case, like those errors are pretty unique as well. So we'll be able to use a map instead of a list, and
Mm-hmm.
then report like one type of error for like we can basically not aggregate the same type of error over and over again, but just report the unique error that we get during the publishing lifecycle.
I see. Um,
And that for now I think we need to log rather than touching the audit port status, and then we have config crd available. We can bubble those errors up to the crd status as well.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I like that you put the all the errors that you can think of there. I think those makes
Yeah,
um, and then I guess like the disk failure would be failure to write to file, right?
yeah, exactly.
And then if somebody were to say delete the file, then that would be the no file exists to write file violations.
So I mean that could be it, but like if so right now the driver that I've implemented handle like acquires a system level log. So while the driver is writing and the file is open during the whole audit duration, no other process can delete that file to
I
begin with.
see. Makes sense. But if a, like I say a like root comes in and then deletes the file, that could be that one basically.
Yeah. So yeah, that so that would result in, because the process writing to the file wouldn't actually know, because like Golang just opens a file pointer.
Yeah.
It would be actually resulting in failure to write to the file.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are good coverage for the errors. Uh,
And then I laid out the test plan, which is like unit test, and we already have E2E test for Dapper driver, so it won't be uh, difficult to implement similar things for E2E for disk driver. And once we have this, and I do think we might be able to deprecate Dapper driver in favor of this, just to help users reduce dependencies as well, and then as a recommended way forward, because this takes a little bit less of an uh, resource consumption as well.
Hmm, interesting. But with this flow, somebody will need to like scrape those logs from the disk though with the sidecar.
Yeah, so like I also just like Dapper's subscriber that we pushed upstream. I also have a reader code ready that we can push it as a sample, and people can take, like users can take inspirations from that and then implement on their own if they want to.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah, that's the idea. Even in Dapper's case, right? Like Dapper was injecting that sidecar, anyways, but it was handled by Dapper. So
Makes sense. I wonder if somebody's using Dapper though. I think that would break them, but I don't know if anybody's using it.
I I have seen some messages around like asking for some updates or improvements around docs on Dapper side. So
Yeah.
there might be few users, uh, but at the same time, like we are not going to just remove outright, right? Like we'll have, at least no, not in this release. We'll have like
Yeah,
couple of
yeah.
minutes to.
Let's think about that before we remove it. Yeah. Maybe we start with an announcement or something like that, and
Yeah,
then people can reach out if they're using it. Yeah, because with Dapper, you can export to multiple things, right? It's not just like
yeah,
um,
yeah.
the logs to disk. I think that's why we chose Dapper because it was like so extensible.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, theoretically, you can build on top of this and export to disk from gatekeeper's perspective, and then implement a sidecar which reports to Dapper.
Oh, I see. So like you're saying something that reads the logs from the disk and exports using Dapper.
Yeah,
I see. That's interesting. Yeah.
but
And
yeah,
that
it's
would
just
basically
like
give the same functionality. Okay.
sorry.
That would give the same functionality basically. It's just one extra step.
Yeah, exactly, and like the resource that gets consumed for that extra step. That's the cost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you are good with this, like I have a PR to ship, not to ship, but like I almost wrote the whole driver while testing and everything. So I need to clean that code up, but I'll push a PR and then I'll wait for retask confirmation as well before updating docs and everything.
yep. I mean,
Uh,
this looks good to me. I mean, whatever we talked about, basically, I think you updated those stuff.
yeah.
Um, let me see if there's anything. I'm just looking at the comments. Um, yeah, I think Rita had a few comments like the defining what a custom extension is. But other than that, these are just like I think nits on the dock. Yeah, you added the performance impact section. Um, yeah,
I'll,
we talked about the file names. Maybe I don't know if you added anything for that one.
no.
Removing the columns and stuff just in case for later on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'll just update the publish.
I think you can just do like a simple string.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just update those two things in this to make it more clear.
Sounds good. Yeah, this looks great to me. Yeah, I check with Rita. I mean, I think I don't think she'll have any issues with this one, but and then you can open the PR and then we can review.
Yeah, I'll actually ping Max also to see if he's able to uh, review it, and then just in case if he has anything to say.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we let's put a date maybe if you don't hear him back
Yeah, 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 yeah.
back from Max because I don't want to bug him constantly when he's out.
Yeah. Uh, I'll work on the PR anyways because I don't see Max commenting on stuff that will majorly change
Yeah.
the functionality. So let's not block on that, and I'll just wait for a couple of days probably, or like maybe end of tomorrow. I don't know.
You mean to hear back from Max?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Maybe like early next week. I don't know if we will
Oh,
get
okay.
back from him immediately. You can just send him a message, but then list.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we can always open the PR and like
yeah.
if he has any comments, he can comment on stuff.
Perfect.
But yeah, make sure to mention that no pressure
Yeah, yeah,
review. Yeah.
yeah.
And I want to check about. Are you done with this one? I had one
Yeah.
topic. Okay, cool. I want to check about the release. When is it due? Let's see, because we always forget, and then it's a rush. So we did the 318 on.
It was January 9, so it would be April 9.
No, the 318 was December 11.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I
I think
was.
you were looking into two. Yeah, I
Yeah.
also did the same. I mean, same mistake. Yeah.
Then March 11.
March 11. Yeah. All right. Let me update the milestone date. And then this is tentative, obviously, but
Yeah.
so we don't forget about it. Edit milestone. Uh, okay. So we said March 11. Okay. That's pretty close. I guess that's the RC date. I don't know if we ever closed on this one. I don't remember.
I mean, for that standard, I think we should cut RC by the end of next week, anyways.
Yeah,
But
I mean, but then your changes will need to be merged in already. So I think we might need to push it.
yeah,
Or we cut the RC on March 11, and which is also fine.
yeah,
Cool. So we have like 2 weeks.
yeah,
Where's my calendar? Okay, yeah. So this week, yeah, 1 week, yeah, it's about 2 weeks, yeah. Yeah, if you need to push it a bit, I think we can.
yeah.
I'm actually going to remove mine from there. Oh, anything else you want to check?
No, I'm good.
We can give the time back then.
Yep.
Thanks, Jane.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too.